You're listening to Real Talk Texas with local expert Steve Hakes. Now, here's Steve.
Welcome back. Today in the studio, we've got Kelly Rigas and Hillary Higgins of KR Wealth Management Group in Dallas. And we're talking about your money, and we're talking about what are some of the things you need to be doing and what you need to be thinking about right now. It's the first quarter of 2013. Everybody's getting ready to do their taxes. They're reviewing where they were, what happened to them in the last year, and what they're making their plans for the future. And I think that's one of the key things that you guys are doing right now, right, is you're sitting down with your clients, you're doing reviews, and you're getting them prepared. So what are some of the common things you're hearing from your customers and new customers coming in to talk to you guys about?
Very often we'll have new clients come in and say, what about that old 401k? I have a couple orphaned 401ks. I used to work at these companies many years ago. I still receive statements from them. I'm just leaving it there because I think that they're doing a good job, and I've got an IRA over here and my own Roth. I did a Roth conversion a couple years ago. And I think with in this world of 24-hour news and all these ideas coming out all the time of the latest push is doing a Roth conversion and doing various types of brokerage accounts, it's important that you consolidate your assets and you look at those 401k statements. And we always suggest rolling that over into a self-directed IRA. Many people out there are not aware of the embedded fees within a 401k, that there are many administration fees as well as a third-party fee, and those investments within your 401k at the company that you no longer work with are available open on the marketplace for much less expensive, much cheaper options, and I always prefer to have control over my investments.
Well, Hillary, tell me, you said self-directed IRAs. Mm-hmm. What's that mean?
That just means simply create an IRA, an individual retirement account for yourself in your name only, and then you have beneficiaries on that account. And an IRA money has never been taxed. So that's money that's pre-tax. Typically, at any place of employment, you'll have a 401k set up. That's where the money originated. And either your previous employer has matched your contributions, whether it be a SEP or a simple IRA or any type of retirement plan, and then you've left it in this 401k. You can request a rollover of that 401k tax-free. This is a non-taxable event.
Could you tell us how to do that if I call you?
Yes, absolutely. And we do that very often for our clients. It can be very daunting to look at statements coming from any number of brokerage firms or old 401k plans and just looking at it and not understanding anything on that piece of paper. And it's a very easy process to do. Very simple.
But you can't do it on my behalf. I have to do it myself.
Right. And that's
I think you told me before that you do a script. You get kind of script it out for them.
Yes.
But makes it easy.
Yeah, it works very well for our clients, and we kind of coach them through it because we're savvy on the actual lingo, the words that you need to use.
Well, two things you covered on there, which hit hot buttons for me. And in my current 401k, I have to select certain things. I can't just go buy Home Depot stock or whatever, Apple stock or whatever I wanted to buy. I have to buy what's within the plan. And my old 401ks, I'm sure, are the same way. Yeah. The other thing is, if you've been through a divorce out there, you said beneficiary. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering how many people listening out there have 401ks that may have an ex-wife's name as a beneficiary on that account, but they just haven't, they don't know how to change it or they didn't change it. Do you run into that?
Very often. It's very important, especially I think it's a great time, first quarter 2013, as you're reviewing everything, to also review your beneficiary designations. You want to make sure that your children are receiving the funds if that's how you choose, or charitable trust. There are many options to leave your funds to an estate.
Now, do you guys work with the estates too? I mean, do you set up estates? Do you have attorneys you refer for that?
We certainly do. And what's amazing, though, is that we can really help people get there, and it costs them a lot less by working with us first because we can help them get the overall concepts, and we don't charge hourly. That's just not how it works. And when we refer an attorney, they already have a good grasp of what they're trying to do, what they need to tell the attorney, and what to share. And we get them organized. Here are all your statements. Here's your complete financial picture. and we really help. We're a conduit to their attorney, their CPA, their mortgage broker. We are a great conduit to all of those resources.
Okay, so I'm working with you and your firm, and so that's a good start to really have a place I feel comfortable you're taking care of my whole financial account for me. So if you're listening out there and you want to get in touch with KR Wealth Management of Dallas, of course, we vet out a lot of financial professionals before we bring them on the show. So I can say we've got some real experts in here that you can trust. Pull out your cell phone. I'm going to give you a number that you can call and leave a message, or you can just text the word help, and that is 817-925-2546. That's 817-925-2546. That's the number to call for Real Talk Texas. Leave a message there, or go online to realtalktexas.com and just go to contact me, and we can get you in touch with KR Wealth Management of Dallas here. They're a great firm. They really care about their customers. One of the things that we talked about before the show, we talked about the way that people manage things, and I know your firm really looks for people that have a cumulative cash or whatever around $100,000 or more to really get engaged with you and move up. I think Hillary and I talked about that, how a lot of people don't realize how much money they have. And I deal with that a lot on the mortgage thing. I'll ask, what are their assets, and they've got 25,000 in a 401k from this company, and they got 25 over here, and next thing you know, you got over $100,000. But it's all scattered and not really managed. Mm-hmm. And so if you're listening out there and you're in that situation, it's a good time right now to get your financial house in order in that part of your life. So do you run into that a lot?
One of the very first things that we do is sit down with our clients and meet them. We love to meet with clients face-to-face and ask them to bring any and all statements that they have. Many of the times, clients won't even open the envelopes because they just don't want to know. And so we're there to open the statements and walk through everything with them and say, were you aware that you have 3 IRAs and 2 Roth IRAs, and they're all the same account, but you're paying fees on each of them? Why don't we consolidate so that you have 1 IRA and this is the value of your IRA? And 9 times out of 10, they're always surprised by the value of the account, pleasantly surprised, and then their old 401k would qualify to be IRA assets as well. And so all of these steps, that's really the first step, is asset consolidation, making just a really simple spreadsheet and outlining it for our clients of this is your total assets, this is where they're all going to be held. You're going to get one consolidated statement for housekeeping. It's very simple.
Do I get a statement from you guys, from your firm?
Yes. We are affiliated with LPL Financial, which is one of the country's largest broker-dealers. So we are FDIC insured, SIPC insured, and all of our licenses are held through LPL Financial, and the statements ultimately come from there. I think one of the things that our clients love the most is a report that we do that shows where they are today and where their possible retirement income will be over the next 20, 30, 40 years. And so they're like, what's my number? Where am I now? And we look at it from a very conservative standpoint. And then they'll have additional savings, additional 401ks that we add to that picture each and every year. Your Social Security estimates come 3 months before your birthday every year. We add that to the picture as well. And people really get a lot of peace of mind by knowing that they're doing the right things, they're on track. They have a snapshot each and every year. And it's the uncertainty that bothers everyone. That's why this whole Fiscal Cliff thing blew up so much. It was uncertainty. The markets like certainty. Even if it's not a great rosy picture, they like knowing that it's not a great and rosy picture. That's where markets do well.
And I think that's why a lot of people have cocooned over the last few years. Even the housing market froze up. And we saw that. But we're seeing more and more people jump into the marketplace. We are seeing a low inventory, so the housing prices are going up in the Metroplex. It's never been a better time. I know you guys are in the stock world, but I also believe in a lot of people are investing in the real estate investment trust, because I believe that real estate in the United States is really going to go up over the next 10 years. I think that this is a perfect storm for the real estate investor. Mm-hmm. Right now, it's time to buy real estate. Mm-hmm. It's probably time to buy the right stocks and things like that. And I always believe you got to have a mix.
Right. And we have real estate investment trusts as one of our assets that is appropriate for some investors. We have those as an option. It's not the true real estate, but it's a market-traded real estate basket. There's a lot of opportunities there. With mortgage rates this low, it's really an opportunity unlike any other time in history.
And I really feel like we have about a 6-month window at most that the mortgage rates are going to stay this low. Now, I've heard some experts talking about a big bang that's going to happen over the next 6 months, that we're going to see a large jump in mortgage interest rates. It really kind of scares me out for my clients out there. And I'm hoping that if you're looking for a house or you're looking to do a refinance, that you get a hold of us right away. Don't forget to text the show. We're going to come back after the break, and we're going to wrap this up a little bit, and we're going to share some secrets about what you really need to do in the next couple months as you prepare to do your taxes and all that stuff. So stay tuned to Real Talk Texas. We'll be back after the break.